What up, guys? Welcome to the Pullback and Facts channel. This is volume 5 from our weekly analysis. Well, not so much weekly analysis, right? Since we do take about a month to update you guys with the markets here. But we're back here again. Last time that we did a video was on the 20th of September. That was our volume 4 for our weekly analysis. And here we are today on October 22nd. Okay, so if you guys are liking these weekly analysis, make sure you guys go ahead and click that like button, and that will let me know that you guys like these. Well, not so much weekly, but these types of analysis, right? Where I tell you beforehand where the market should go and what should constitute that to be wrong, right? And also the overview of our previous analysis. So that's what we're going to be doing here today. If we do reach 100 likes on any of these videos, I'll make sure I'll start doing every single week a video like this, right? So that's a way you guys can let me know. And also, if you guys would like me to look at any other pairs than the ones that are up here, because this is pretty much the ones I've been looking at with you guys. If you guys want any other pair or any other market you want me to analyze, whether it be indices, stocks, whatever futures, just let me know on the comment section and we'll go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, so I do want to add something a little bit more of value today. So I'll be letting you guys exactly know why I expect some things and why I wouldn't in some occasions. So I'll be adding that here on this video with our analysis and our overview from our last video that we uploaded, right? And also a heads up, I will start uploading more educational videos for anybody that wants to learn how to trade and hasn't really got started, right? So if you have a friend, go ahead and make him or her know that we're going to start uploading those types of videos, pretty much an introduction course for Forex, and then we'll get into some good stuff once this channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. But we'll start with the very basic at first. But anyways, let's go ahead and start with our analysis for this video. We're going to start with gold. As you guys can see here, we have gold versus dollar. And last time that we were here, or last time I uploaded a video about gold, was around the 19th, or I'm not sure if it was 19th or 20th. I'll check it later. But we were around in this market area, and I mentioned that we're most likely going to trade lower, right? So I said, actually, yeah, I kind of remember it was 20th. We were around here. And I mentioned that we're most likely going to keep on going to head lower and into these lows or fill in this full wick here. Okay, mentioned you guys could start looking for an entry around here on the lower time frames, or wait for this low to come down and then come back up to test it as resistance and head lower. And I mentioned that our primary objectives would be these lows in here, which, as you guys can see, we almost got to this low, didn't quite make it, but we did come down to this low here. Okay, so that's a way, or that would have been a really good trade after breaking this low once again, as you guys can see here. What confirms that this low has been broken? Okay, we have this low here, which we could say it broke it, but we're really broke and gives you a lot more insight to that wants to come and head low for these lows, is that we actually broke it with a body, right? We didn't just wick through it. That's why it's sometimes important to wait for candlesticks to close to see if it's actually heading lower or if it's just coming down for stops, etc. So anyways, you guys can see how this candle closed with the body, came back up to test that low, okay? Well, I'm using here the range of the wick for the tail, the bottom of the tail, into the body. And you guys can see how that zone acts just as resistance. So we acted as resistance there, started trading lower and took out the low that we were expecting as a primary objective. Afterwards, we see how price starts heading up, uses that same zone as support and sends it higher. Okay, this week that just passed, I had a session with Spanish and English members. I'm not sure what day it was with Spanish and English. I'm guessing Spanish was before, since I do those first, and then the next day I do English. But I was mentioning that we were most likely going to fill this wick to the upside and take out this high as well. Okay, so we already did that, and I'll actually upload the video as when I said that in our signals room, our webinars that we have in our signals room. I'll upload it right now, and you guys can take a look at it.
And just a quick comment for gold. As you guys can see, we had a big bullish candle here, a big bearish candle there, and we had an attempt to go higher, failed, and then once again it looks like we're trying to go higher. So this is not bearish, this is totally bullish to me. So we may start heading up for this high in here for buy side liquidity, this high in here for these two equal highs.
So as you guys can see, we took out that high, and we're still expecting, or we could expect, price to head up for these highs up here, all the way into this buy side liquidity, right? We could still head down and take out this low or this low, but it all depends what we do tomorrow. Okay, if we start filling this wick, which I think it's what's most likely going to happen, we're definitely going to come up for this buy side liquidity. We just start consolidating and then start drifting lower, then this low, and then this low would be our scenario. But for now, I think it's going to keep on heading higher to take out the buy side liquidity above these highs. Okay, next pair that we talked about was GPSD. And last time we talked about this pair was also that same day, the 19th, around 19th and 20th. And I said that we were most likely going to come down and test this high I have placed with the red line on the monthly chart, which is pretty much the same as this low, and that we could possibly head down lower into this consolidation here. Okay, every time that I say that we're going to test a consolidation or come down to a consolidation, I expect that to be a test to bounce off of that. So as you guys can see, by using the bodies of the candles and looking at the range of where that consolidation is created, that you guys can see here, got the highs here, the bodies, and pretty much these lows here. I mean, you could also use this body or this body close. I mean, you guys can see the overall price action is where the volume was trading at was mostly in this area here. And we also have equal lows here and stacked liquidity. What is stacked liquidity? It's just lows that are close to other lows, right? So there's going to be a lot of liquidity generating all throughout this area, which I said we take out the low, I think I mentioned, yeah, this low, we take out this low, I said we're most likely gonna head quick into these lows down here and the equal lows down here and test the consolidation around this area. So we in fact had just a small retracement. Okay, what is this small retracement doing? Generating even more liquidity under these lows. Why? Because it's double bottoms. Everybody's going to look at that as support. Your stops are going to be below that, and we know that there's going to be already stops down here below these lows here. So since it had generating a lot of liquidity, and that's pretty much what I'm expecting with gold on the buy side as well. Because if you guys see with gold, there's been a lot of liquidity been generating. And I just mentioned that we could retrace lower to these lows, and we might also have a bigger run, just like on GU, because it's going to be stacking liquidity above its highs. But anyways, back to GPSD. We came down quickly, as you guys can see, right? We made another low here. So now we have triple bottoms. There's a lot of liquidity below there. We have an update to generate that liquidity under those triple bottoms. And we finally rushed down into taking all of that, all of this here. Came down, tested the consolidation I mentioned, and made the low there. Okay, so we have already made the low here. We could possibly see more upside movement for GPSD since we took a lot of liquidity. Okay, I do not expect for this low to be taken out anymore. If we do come down and take out that low, then we're going to be looking for some bearish movements. But I would like to see this pair remain bullish into taking out this high here. Okay, if I can as well, I'll show you guys a clip that I've been of our analysis with the PIS Profit Club members, which is our signals and webinars, and how I've been mentioning that GPSD should keep on heading higher to take out this high, and we've pretty much been doing so since then. But anyways, I want to expect higher prices. It could come down and test this consolidation. But I want to see just the high be tested. Right? If we come down less than the middle of the bodies, from close on the high end, we go less than 35. We'll round it up to 31.36 big figure level. We go above, below that, sorry. If we go below that, then we might be looking to take out this low, but until then, we'll see what it actually does. But I would prefer to see consolidation here without any big retracement. I want to see it remain strong either in consolidation and let any other pair that needs to retrace, but just hold GPUSD in a smaller consolidation or a smaller retracement down to then keep on heading up for this high and these equal highs up here. Okay, so that's GPUSD. Going to JPY, as you guys can see, JPY did not do the same. It actually remained in consolidation and started going really higher. So GP pairs, they're pretty strong compared to other pairs right now. But anyways, we had our 20th of August where we had the last video, which was around this area in here. We took out, I said that we were most likely going to head down and take out this low as well. But I did not want to see this high being taken out, I said. And you guys could check that on the previous video. Okay, I'll probably link it on the description or at the end of this video, you'll see it pop up. But anyways, I said if we do take out this high here, that it's probably not going to be as bearish, and we did. So why was I thinking like that? Why was I thinking that? Well, here we have a short-term high. We have a high being formed. And so breaking that high, that would actually change structure on GBP/JPY. Would either change structure or have it remain in consolidation. And we can see it actually remain in consolidation and actually did change structure to the upside instead of the downside. So I wanted you guys to look at this. And once you see this being taken out, so that's pretty much a break of market structure. And you wanted to see if it's going to stop taking out lows. So as you guys can see here, it came down. It did take this low, but it did not take out this low, right? So right there, it's already starting to show some strength rather than weakness. And that low, this low was taken out on GPSD. The GP/JPY didn't quite take it. So it's pretty much stronger, and we already had these highs here, which confirm our break in market structure. Had those highs taken out, came down, barely took out this low, did not take out this low. So it came back up and once again took out a short-term high or a swing high here by coming up there. So once again, another break of market structure comes down. What do we see? We don't see any lows being taken out this time. Okay, so right away when you start seeing that short swing highs being taken out and lows being respected or not being taken out, that's when you have a clear signal that it's most likely going to start heading up now. As you guys can see, did not take out a low anymore. No swing lows anywhere around this market structure, and only take out swing highs. Comes up, then comes down. Usually this is a good trading signal. Once you can see that and you know it's going to come higher, once you see a down candle form, you could be buying the next day within 1 to 3 days. And you'll see that after the down candles form, within 1 or 3 days, markets will start heading and trending higher. And as you guys can see, the next day it started trending higher. Really big move, about 600 pips in just a matter of days, 10 trading days around there. So really nice move, taking all this stacked liquidity, as I just mentioned in this video. We have stacked liquidity here. Highs really close to each high, right? And we had already started taking out swing highs and not taking out swing lows. So good confirmations that GP/JPY was going to start heading high. Took out all the way up to this high and this high out here as well. So I mean, it could have a decent retracement now that it took a lot of liquidity up on the upside. So we'll see what GP/JPY does after. I don't really want to get out an analysis for this, but I mean, we do come up back up and test the high that I just outlined over here. We hit that level. We could see a nice selling opportunity once hitting that level. We wouldn't want to see this high being taken out. That would give our confirmation. So entry here, pretty much stop would be up here if you want to look at that range. But in lower time frames, I mean, you could probably get a better entry with stop loss. And I would expect it to come all the way down into testing possibly this. Yeah, I think testing these highs in here. You can see downside objective for that. And it heads down there and keeps on trading with a lot of momentum. Obviously, we have here a lot of liquidity that we left behind as well. A lot of liquidity with stacked liquidity on the lows. Okay, So that's GPJPY. Now we have GPAUD, and I have all these lines here because I did an additional video for this pair. You guys can find it on the Predicting the Market series. I made another video on there on the 19th. Sorry, not the 19th, the 9th. Okay, on the 19th, I mentioned that we're most likely going to top here. Okay, as you guys can see, the next day we top and start trading down. I also mentioned that we're most likely going to trade down faster than what we had been trading up. So you guys can see how we had up move taking a lot of days, about 40 days, and the down move took about 11 to 10 days, pretty much. You know, so it took about 3 times less. Had a really big down movement. Then on this day, I think it was actually on the 8th. It was either 8th or 9th. I made that market predicting the markets video, and I said that we could possibly keep on trading higher, really high, or we might either consolidate in between these two lines. And I'll tell you why I actually thought those two lines were going to be a factor as to where the market should trade, or not where the market should trade, or more like what the range should stay in. I'll tell you guys that in a minute, but I also said that if we take out this high, then that's going to be really, really bullish to me. If not, we're probably going to stay inside of the two blue lines here. As you guys can see, we actually stayed inside of those two blue lines. And I mentioned if we take out this low or this low here, that we're most likely going to remain with our bearish idea that this was the top and that we're going to come down and take out these equal lows. At this moment, we haven't taken out the equal lows yet, but I would still be expecting that for GP. So as you guys can see, we have the equal lows here. We're really close to them, but haven't quite made it there. I still hold my view as to we're most likely going to take those equal lows out and possibly test this consolidation, or even take out those lows there. Okay, we can take out those equal lows and rally higher for a deeper retracement. If not, we're most likely to keep on trading lower into these equal lows here, or the test of the consolidation. Okay, so that would be for GPAUD. Let's go to EURUSD. EURUSD also mentioned that we're most likely going to come down and take out the equal lows that we have here and possibly test this high here. So we took out those equal lows, which is this white level here. Didn't quite make it to the red line here, or the low there, but we'll still see if it has that weakness still to come down and take out these lows, test the high of that monthly bar, and then keep on heading higher. Okay, we might see next week come up to this consolidation in here. Let's grab the body there, close there. You might see that as an upside objective for next week, and possibly heading up downward for this level here, taking out these lows and testing the high on the monthly candle. Okay, if let's go back to GPUSD. Actually, I did mention GPUSD already, right? Upside objective. See this one stronger. See GP pairs stronger than any other pair right now. So that's pretty much it for this video today. Hope you guys liked it. If you guys like it, hit that like button and let me know what other pairs you want me to analyze as well. Don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time watching or being in this channel. And I hope you guys have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next video.